there, it's Lizzie from Old Stables Crafts again. Welcome back and thank you for hitting play. This is the card that I have already made and I am going to be making a variation on this. So this is using the window shopping stamp set. This is from the Spring Summer catalogue and goes with the window box framelit set, which you can get in a bundle. But don't think you have to get the bundle if you don't have a big shot. This is still a very good stamp set to use for other things, so I thought I'd just show you some ways to use it. So this is the stamps that we're going to be using. This, this I also used for the background, the Dragonfly Dreams, this stamp here, just to do the background. This is Pool Party with Bermuda Bay, and then this is Bermuda Bay with Bermuda Bay on top of it. So it's sort of monochromatic, just monochromatic with the aqua tones. And I'm going to do a slight variation of that now, which is using Wisteria Wonder. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to give due warning that one of the cats is in my room. And he's being slightly demanding, and so you may hear some noise in the background and things falling off shelves and goodness knows what. Anyway, so card base A5, so A4 cut in half and then scored down the middle, and then we will just fold that. So that's now a standard A6, so that fits our standard C6 Whisper White envelopes, which we do in Whisper White and Very Vanilla, but this obviously is Whisper White. Then the focal point here I've cut with the stitch-shaped framelets. This is the largest of the squares. You don't have to do that, you could just cut it as a square. So again, if you don't have the big shot, just cut it as a square. And if you wanted to get this look, you could either just do a thin mat again, you could put Pool Party, you could maybe swap put the stamped image on Pool Party with a thin Bermuda Bay mat. But yeah, don't think that you can't do this project just because you don't have a big shot, because you can. But I have used the big shot for the stitched shaped framelit, and that I've cut in Wisteria Wonder, and I'm using thick Whisper White cardstock. I'm doing my usual B and C layers, so first layer, second layer, calling this A. So this is 5 5/8. Sorry, the Wisteria Wonder is 5 5/8 by 3 7/8. That's 14 1/4 by 9 3/4. Don't worry about writing anything down. It will be on the blog post, which is linked below. And then this is the ordinary Whisper White cut at 5 1/2 and 3 3/4, which is 14 9 1/2. And I've done one of my waist knot want knots, and I have cut the mat for the stamped image out of the middle. That may have been a mistake because I've now got to line it up. But I thought I would do that anyway because we're not going to see that. But let's see if I can line it up. Oh, and I'm using the Oh So Succulent ribbon duo. So on the original, this was the white and this is the sugar plum. So it's sort of monochromatic-ish. But I just love this ribbon and I like this colour combination. And I like it and I'm making it. So there you go. I get to choose. So Wisteria Wonder Classic Stamping Pad. And this is the Thanks for Being a Great Friend again. And it's on the D block. So let's ink this up really well. What I have found with this particular stamp is that you have to ink it up really well, which is hardly surprising, but also you do have to give it a bit of welly. So okay. So I really am making life difficult for myself because I'm doing this having pre-cut the shape, and I'm doing it on camera. Fingers crossed. Here we go. It's either going to work or it's not. If it doesn't, then we'll do it the other way around and I'll stamp it and then cut out the shape. So here goes. Yes! Hurrah! Well, that was a surprise. So there we are. That's that bit. Good heavens. Never thought that was going to come off. So I'm also using this teeny weeny little flower shape here because for the Bermuda Bay version, I'm thinking that's almost male. It's sort of, you know, nothing in particular. But this one I'm going to make the more a sort of definite female. Now, I only want to stamp, no, let's go back one. On this, I put Made with Love on the inside. This time I actually want the ribbon to kind of be a blank, a stop, and then I'm going to put the Made with Love down here. So I don't want to stamp below where the ribbon's going to go. So this is the Made with Love stamp. So if I pop that there, then I can place my ribbon and that. So if I bring in a pencil, I can, oops, and I can knock the tripod. I can put a little pencil mark just inside each of the corners of where that square is going. And I can then also, yeah, mark here. So below that line, I don't want to stamp, really, is what I'm saying. And then I need to just do this outside area rather than having to worry about everything. This is a piece of scrappish paper because I've stamped on the other side. And that's because I am going to go off and I'm also going to smudge, apparently. That's a good start. So that's fine. What we'll do is just do another one to make sure it covers it up. Here we are. So only we will know that that's happened. Pick up some fluff in the meantime. I've got on a jumper that I've just washed and it's gone ever so fluffy. It's lovely, particularly as the weather is not, but it is fluffing everywhere, which is not great. Fluff and inks really don't go terribly well together. So, so the ribbon is, yes, is from the new spring summer. Remember that Celebration is still on, and the second load of batch, that's the word I'm looking for. I definitely do need to get my brain serviced. The second batch of Celebration items are due to be launched on the 21st of February. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I may give you a sneaky peek of what's coming. If you're very good, if you go and have a look at the blog post, you may find that. I'm waiting. I was supposed to take a delivery yesterday. When I'm filming this, it's yesterday, of some basic stuff, but also one of the items that's coming in the second launch. And it didn't arrive. So I'm very sad, but I'm sure it will arrive soon, and then I can start using it and sharing it with you in flesh. But there are some, actually I want something up there as well, because it's under here. Yeah, it's reasonably even. So yes, I want to show you the new stuff. There's one thing in particular. I have to say I've tried to be good this time and only order a little bit. Don't always succeed, mind you. But yeah. So there are two new stamp sets that I haven't ordered, but I have ordered the thing that isn't a stamp set. So yeah. some of you already know probably that I always keep the rubber that the clear mount stamps come in so that I can see if anything's missing, because it's easier to know that way. Right, so actually while we have the Wisteria Wonder ink about, let's pop the Made with Love down here too, so that that's done. And then I don't have to worry about the ink anymore. Right, okay, so that's that. I'm going to stick the ribbon on next, I think. Where am I? Yes, I'm going to position this so that I know roughly where I'm going with it. Then I'm going to position that. Yeah, okay, so I have found that this sticks quite well with Fast Fuse. So Fast Fuse is what I'm going to use. So I just want to line it so I know that the ribbon is straight, and then if I know that the ribbon is straight, I can put the Fast Fuse in the right place. Don't need a huge amount because the whole of this is going to be stuck down anyway. So one end and t'other end, and that's too tight. So just loosen that off a wee bit. That's better. It's now crooked. Third time lucky. That's fun. Good. Right, okay, so I'm now going to stick this onto our mat, and I'm going to use Tombow for that, and I'm actually going to put the Tombow on the mat because I don't want to put glue on the back of the top layer and then find that it's all squishing through the hole in the middle, because that's just not going to work really, and will get very sticky. So while as I'm filming this, we in South Oxfordshire have been having a little bit of snow, and we've been getting very excited about it because we don't often get snow here. But yeah, we woke up to a sort of covering. I can't really claim for it to be more than that, but it was very pretty. And we like it when it's pretty, but it is bitterly cold. So that's not so great. Right, there we are. Right, so let us grab some dimensionals, because everything's better with a bit of dimension. And I'm going to use definitely 4. What I would say is 4 is fine if you're not putting it through the post, if you're hand delivering. If you are, I would put 1 in the middle just in case. But for me, for my purposes, 4 is sufficient. But you don't need to go completely mad with dimensionals, is really what I'm saying. Right, and now we will put some glue on the back. And as ever with Tombow, don't go mad, you don't need a lot. Make sure you've got it in the corners so that it's sticking properly, but don't go completely mad. You don't need masses, so don't use masses, really. Right, and there we are. So a slightly different take on the original. I've not put the bow in because I don't think it needs it. I want that sort of cleaner finish. But there we are, a bit of our homemade designer series paper, and a completely different look just by changing the colours up. And of course we could change it up even more if we put the Sweet Sugar Plum as the card base. That would then give it a real kind of different look. Let me just bring in a piece of Sweet Sugar Plum to show you that. So yes, that would have, obviously we've still got the white there, but that would have just given it another look. But say I'm trying to, this was trying to be sort of almost monochromatic. So there we are. I hope you enjoyed that. Oops, flying cards. We love a flying card. So, as ever, remember the associated blog post with all the measurements and links to all the items is in the description bar below. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more projects, subscribe, then you will get an automatic notification of the next project. Links to all of the items will be on the associated blog post. There's a link to my online store in the description bar below, a link to how to join, and I've recently did a blog post about, and a video about what a starter kit looks like during Celebration, because remember, during Celebration you get 2 stamp sets in addition to your £130 of your choice of product. So you get £130 your choice of product, 2 stamp sets of your choice out of the annual or spring summer catalogue, all for just £99, including postage and packing. And it's just such fun being part of Stampin' Up. You don't have to do demonstrations, you don't have to do YouTube videos. You just have, if you enjoy buying really good quality stuff, then you get a discount just by getting the starter kit. So what's not to love? And in about a week from when you're seeing this, about a week from when you're seeing this, I will also be showing you some swaps from a team event that I'm going to on the, I want to say 19th of February. We've got 66 of our team meeting up and we're doing some swaps. One of which you may already have seen, which was the one I did, which was called High Tide and High Time. So that was one of the swaps that I made. I've done another swap, which I'm not going to show you yet, because I have to keep something secret. But when I come back from that, I will do a quick video of the swaps that I got at that event, and I'll give you some highlights of what we got up to. So hopefully you'll enjoy that, and it will be something a bit different. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.